Your free time can either slowly build your future or distract you from it, okay? And you don't want to wake up in like 10 years telling yourself, oh my gosh, what have I been doing? We want to act right now because it is a time, the best time to start was yesterday, but the next best time is now. Okay, look at me. I love when I take a quote and then I just re-say it. Okay, I heard that somewhere. Look, I'm getting better at remembering where my quotes are from, but that one I actually don't. I'm sorry. Anyways, but hello everyone. My name is Branson, and I wanted to talk about how building your future is what we need to be doing in our free time instead of just drowning away our sorrows because it because it is very easy in this day and age to just sit back, chillax, and then just get caught up in the world of the media, get caught up in the world of everyone else, have a good, just restly time. But it's when you think about it, it's wait, I've been giving, whether it's your company, whether it's whoever, you've been giving all these other external factors your energy, your time, and commitment. But have you been giving yourself the same amount of energy? Chances are probably not. And I get that. And that's why I wanted to talk about that. Okay. So the first reason I wanted to talk about this is because we already spend so much time building stuff for others. And what I mean by this is that your whole life, especially, if you have, a good little heart like me, or should I say a big old heart like me, you just always are looking for the other person's best interest in heart. Best interest in heart? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You just are constantly helping others. You're constantly trying to see, okay, what's something that this person is going through? How could I help them? Or even if you look at this through a company lens, because if you're going to your average day job, your salary job, your hourly, your nonprofit, like, you're always giving everybody else your time and your energy. But what are we doing with our own? What are we doing with our, instead of your 9 to 5, what are you doing with your 5 to 9? And that is something that I have definitely been learning lately because in this last year, as I stated before in other videos, I graduated from university. So it's a lot of just figuring out, okay, what are we building, Branson? And for those of you that don't know, I'm an actor, singer, dancer, performer, songwriter, content creator. So this last year, I've been definitely doing a lot for my acting journey. And it's been me having to get up and actually stop trying to just have the ease and comfortable of after work, just coming home, laying down and doing other things like watching TV, just doing all the stuff that pauses my future when I really in reality could be filming those auditions, could be submitting those acting clips, could be trying to network, trying to reach out. And that is what I have been doing. And it's been paying off slowly. And we're still in the process, but it's helped me out tremendously because if I just gave into all those comfortability moments, I would not have done anything in this past year. And that is scary. I would have not even started this YouTube channel, okay? Because I started these videos because I wanted to share this experience and this like phase of my life with everyone. And it would not happen if I just sat comfortably on my couch or on the bed in the bed and just laid away, tired from the day. Because, look, I know that we may be doing other things that are at our peak hours, but when we have the time, when we find the free time in our day to find things that we can put towards our own goals, our own craft, our own self, we need to do so. We can't keep giving everybody else the better part of us and giving ourselves the crumbs. No, we need to start making ourselves part of that priority, okay? Make it higher on the list. Make the other things, maybe they don't need to be so high. Maybe they don't. Ooh, I know. Anyways, but yeah, it's just you already spend so much time building things for others, whether that be your company, whether that be other people, whether that be anything. So building it for yourself is something that I truly believe in, and this is why we are here, and this is why you hear me talking right now. The next topic I want to talk about is the fact that escaping is partially numbing. And what I mean by that is this. So back to me saying that at first, when I first came back from university, I was just like so after the day, I would just be so drained. I'm like, I don't feel like filming things. I don't feel like talking. I want to be very quiet. I want to be silent and just relax. But then I found myself just always putting on, I always have to have noise, whether that was a podcast, whether that was a YouTube video, hey, whether that was music, whether that was a TV show. I just I kept having to put like something in the background of my ears and just constantly be able to listen to something. And then I realized, wait, am I just numbing? Am I just trying to silence the voices in my head? And by the voices in my head, I don't mean like, what are you doing? You're like, I don't mean like, like those type of voices. I mean the voices that are just like actually having to come to terms with yourself, actually having to sit in the silence and say, and think about your life and reevaluate. Like, so, how are we doing? What's going on? And I would just constantly have to have a distraction on instead of actually working towards my future. And once I started actually feeding, and I changed the type of content that I watched. I used to just consume mindless content, which was just like, like funny videos or just like stuff that really didn't really matter. But once I started consuming actual things that feed my brain, like helpful personal development, like audiobooks and people actually talking about their business adventures and their field, them being in the film and television industry. Can you tell it's been a long day? Look, I'm filming this at the end of the day because I gave people a lot of me today, but we are still giving ourselves, I'm still giving myself me too, okay? Because now we are here filming. Can you tell it's really the end of the day? It's really late. I'm talking about midnight. Anyways, but once I started actually putting the content that I wanted to, I started looking at people that I want to be. I started seeing them talk about things that I could only dream of, whether it was on movie sets or having businesses or having traveled vacations. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started researching how they did this and listening to them talk about it and stuff like that. And it just hit me like they really had to work for that. And like a lot of the times when you see people that are doing really successful, obviously you know that they worked for it, but it really truly is a dedication and it's a drive. It's something that you have to put into yourself. And I truly recommend all of you to start just feeding your brain with information that is going to benefit you and not the mindless escapism and all the videos that don't even matter. Like when I tell you, once you feed your brain with the good stuff, it just makes you think different. It really makes you think different. Like I would not be here filming videos. I would not be submitting. I mean, would I still be doing acting? Yeah, I would, but probably at a much slower pace because I've had the amazing opportunity to do a few projects in just a year. Oh my god, it's a year and like a week ago that I graduated. I've done a few projects when I know some actors haven't even done anything like in so long. So it's just once you actively, and I'm still actively trying every day, okay? But once you feed your brain and you just have to think different, you get, oh my gosh, my brain is like tired. You get really, you just get a lot of wisdom that you wouldn't have got from people in your circle because obviously, the people in your circle, they roll cool. But when you have access to people that are the top 1% in their fields or the top specialists or whatever it is that they're doing, and you may not have access to those people right now currently, but from, their website, their channel, their anything, you're going to get that info. And another thing, because I'm reading a book right now called The 4-Hour Workweek, and a quote was in the book that I really, really, really love. And let me read the quote. The quote was, where is it? Oh, it's right here. It says, "Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect." That did it for me. I was like, wait, this is kind of tea. Mind you, I'm in the first 20 pages of the book, if that, maybe 15, because I got it yesterday. But I was just like, oh my gosh, yes, because when you look at the majority right now, so many people are just doom scrolling and just, oh my god, the slang that I use, it's gonna die in a year, and then people are gonna be like, what's doom scrolling? Okay, anyways, so many people are just always just feeding their brain with things that don't even matter. But when you when you find yourself on that side of the majority, you just have to be like, wait, pause. Let's reflect. Let's sit back. And that quote was in this book, The 4 Hour Work Week, but it's actually by Mark Twain. That's who was stated that it was by. But yeah, that's really honestly what I want you guys to take away from this video. Just put yourself first. And I know there's a lot of contradicting information about there, but look, listen. Oh my God. I also heard another quote. It was on a YouTube channel, and it was, did I say this in my yesterday video? I don't know if I did, but you're here to please two people in your life. The 8-year-old version of you and the 80-year-old version of you. Because that 8-year-old, what did that 8-year-old have in you? What were those ambitions? Follow through. Do them, pursue. And then the 80-year-old version of you, you don't want to look back whenever you were 80 and just be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do what I wanted. I didn't pursue what I wanted. I gave so many people, I thought I did what they wanted me to do. You don't want to do that to your 80-year-old self. You don't. So don't do it. And start now, okay? And don't escape only in your free time. Stop only escaping during your free time and actually build something for you because you deserve it. Love that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this little late video. I mean, you're probably watching this. It could be 7 a.m. I don't know, but for me, it was late. So please, you got this. Do it for you. Do it for me because I want it to be done for you. Thank you. And I love y'all so much. And bye.